Hello everybody, this is Bobby McKinney with McKinney Baseball, and this is another tip that just might help improve your game. This is Bobby McKinney with McKinney Baseball, and today we're going to talk about expectations when you step into the batter's box. And this is something that a lot of players have not so much a difficult time with, is because they really don't have expectations when they step into the batter's box. And what this does is it sets you up for a lot of frustration if you don't really have a game plan on what you're expecting when you go up to bat. When I mean go up to bat, I mean like a game. If you're going to get 4 at bats a game, what are you expecting? Are you expecting to go 4 for 4 every game? Or are you expecting to go 2 for 4 every game? Are you expecting to get an RBI a game? Or are you expecting to get 1 hit a game? Those type of things really will dictate how your attitude it moves as you're going through your game and as you're going through your at-bats and during your week of games. And what players will do a lot of times is let things snowball. And when things aren't going well, you go 0 for 4, you're expecting, or really 0 for 2, your first 2 at-bats, you think the day is ruined because you've missed 2 hits. Because you're expecting to go 4 for 4. And a lot of times this comes down from practicing a tremendous amount, and you're in the batting cage and you don't miss a ball in the batting cage or in batting practice out on the field, you're hitting the ball all over the place. And so when you figure that should transfer directly into the game. However, there's a variable that's added during the game that makes it very interesting, and that is the opposing pitcher. During batting practice and during our drill work, there's nobody there that's trying to deceive us. But when we get into the game, pitchers are trying to mix up their pitches, mix up their locations and their speeds to get our timing off. So that's the variable that's added. And also the level of anxiety is raised during a game. And a lot of times this is not meant to happen, but parents can raise that by being very excited. Players most times are raising it themselves by being unrealistic about what they're expecting when they get out there. If you're a 400 hitter and you're going to hit 400, which is considered very, very good, and if you look on your team how many players are hitting 400 or in the season with 400, there's very few. If you're going to be that guy, that means 60% of the time you're not going to get a hit, or you're not going to be successful in adding to your batting average. You can be successful with moving a runner over. You can be successful in hitting the ball to the right side and getting a ground out when it scores a run, or in that sense of the word. But as far as a batting average is concerned, and most hitters really base everything off batting average and how many hits they receive. If you're a 400 hitter, that means 60% of the time, or 6 out of 10 times, you're not going to get a hit. Okay? And what a lot of players do is when they walk up to the plate, they have an expectation of 1,000 batting average. They're going to bat 1,000. They're going to get a hit every time up. So every time that they do not get a hit, it's a tremendous letdown, and it shouldn't be. If you're going to get 2 hits a game, if you're going to go 2 for 3, 2 for 4, or 1 for 3, if you can get a hit a game, you're doing a really good job. It's not that easy. Okay? A lot of times you're playing and you're getting bunches of hits. However, in the long run, when you start playing better competition and the pitching gets better, getting a hit a game is a big accomplishment. Now, to step up to the plate, know the situation, your first at bat, if you do not get a hit, you've really got to turn on the positive attitude and go, you know what, I'm 1 at bat closer to my hit. My hit's coming the next at bat or the at bat after that. And knowing that you're not going to get a hit every time, when you are not successful and you come back to the dugout, you have a coping mechanism or a way to really handle that and get your mind fresh and ready to go up for your next at bat. If not, you're going to dwell. You're going to dwell in the negative. You're going to dwell in that negative attitude, and it's going to hurt you your next at bat, and you'll be dragging it around the field all day long. So have a positive attitude. Have a realistic expectation of what's going to happen in the game or what you're hoping to happen. And if you can get 2 hits a game, which is typically batting 500, that's tremendous. That's unbelievable. So, and with that in mind, you know that 2 times up, you're not going to get a hit. So it's really how you handle those two at-bats versus how you handle your successful at-bats. You learn very little from your successful at-bats. You learn a lot from your failures, okay? If you let yourself learn from the failures. If not, if you just get frustrated and take that as what you've learned, is I'm very upset and angry with myself, I didn't get a hit, or that's just not right, then you're going to have a hard time. This is what separates hitters as you start getting older and older and older, because the pitching gets better and better as you move along. So we have to learn how to handle tough pitching. So that's our tip for today. Have realistic expectations when you step into the box. Okay, this is Bobby McKinney again with McKinney Baseball Training Center. Don't forget to tell all your friends, share us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and we'll see you next time.